Okay, so let's do Procession, which is a documentary about 6 American survivors of childhood sexual abuse who were abused by Catholic priests, all dealing with trauma in different ways. Some are approaching or have had some form of legal closure, others not. All are trying to find a way to process their trauma. This is a documentary by Robert Greene, who's won awards at Sundance. The documentary is made in consultation with the 6 men and with the support of professional therapists, including Monica Finney, who is a drama therapist, who has a background in sexual assault prevention and education. And the aim was to get the 6 men to write scenes and then produce scenes about their own story as a way of revisiting, reconfiguring, and ultimately owning trauma in the past. So it's drama therapy. And obviously it's a fairly radical form of drama therapy, not without risks involved. And at one point they get a young actor to play their younger selves, and that actor is used in more than one of the scenes to kind of create a continuum in terms of their experience and the way in which they relate to mounting these scenes, which are very, very different. Some of them are kind of almost Marvel orientated. Some of them are more down to earth. Anyway, it's a really interesting idea. Here's a clip.
I always see my 13-year-old self as a kid I used to know, but not me. And what the problem I'm having is that I don't feel like I have a connection to him. So I don't know how to take care of it. So coming down the aisle with these guys, this is melding me with the kid. And now...
It's an unusual approach to therapy. And I agree with trying a new perspective because the story's been told to me the same way. And I think if I can help, and I think you think so too, if we can help, that's what we want to do. But I'm not going to self-flagellate in front of a camera to have that result.
So as I said, they all have very different ideas of how to mount these fictionalized scenes inspired by their own trauma as a way of dealing with and confronting their own trauma. They also, individual members of the group, go to revisit the sites of trauma, which can be both a healing, but also a traumatic experience in itself. And the film, as I said, the film is made in collaboration with them, and it is an attempt to use drama therapy as a way of working through trauma. As I was watching it, I was thinking it's like the polar opposite of Act of Killing, which is the Joshua Oppenheimer film, in which dramatic reenactments were used to kind of make people realize what they had been involved in. In the case of this, one of the men says Spotlight was about trying to get in from the outside. In our film, we are trying to get out. And so it is like watching drama therapy. And I have to say it's very engrossing, very moving. Obviously not easy viewing by any means. But it looked to me like that process of drama therapy was getting somewhere. It was moving things forward, and it was enabling these 6 men who are survivors of sexual abuse to talk through their experience and to find a way of kind of coming to terms with their shared experience. It's called Procession. It is going to be in cinemas now, and then on Netflix from the 19th.